10 suggestions to help you write a clear and impactful summary of the findings section for your research. Start with an overview. Briefly introduce the section by reminding the reader of the study's objectives or research questions. This section presents a summary of the key findings, which were derived from an analysis of the data collected to address the research objectives. Organize findings by research questions or objectives. Structure the summary according to the research questions, hypotheses, or objectives. This ensures a logical flow and makes it easier for readers to follow. The findings are presented according to the 3 research questions that guided the study. Report key results concisely. Summarize the most important findings without repeating all the details from the results section. Focus on the findings that directly answer your research questions. The study revealed that teachers with higher levels of technological proficiency reported greater confidence in integrating technology into their teaching practices. Highlight trends and patterns. Point out any significant trends, patterns, or relationships observed in the data. A significant positive correlation was observed between parental involvement and students' academic performance, particularly in mathematics and science. Include quantitative and qualitative findings if applicable. If your study includes both types of data, summarize key quantitative results and qualitative themes. Quantitative data showed a 15% improvement in test scores, while qualitative feedback highlighted students' increased motivation and engagement. Use simple and clear language. Avoid overly technical language or jargon. Your summary should be understandable to a broader audience. Students who participated in game-based learning activities demonstrated higher levels of engagement compared to those who used traditional methods. Avoid introducing new information. Only summarize findings already discussed in the results section. Do not introduce new data, analysis, or interpretations. Keep this section focused and aligned with your earlier analysis. Highlight unexpected findings if applicable. If your study revealed surprising or unexpected results, mention them briefly. Contrary to expectations, novice teachers showed greater adaptability to using technology than their more experienced counterparts. Relate findings to the study's context. Briefly mention how the findings relate to the specific context of your study, such as the target population or setting. These findings reflect the unique challenges faced by teachers in rural schools, where access to reliable technology is limited. Keep it concise. The summary should provide a snapshot of your findings, so avoid lengthy explanations. Aim for clarity and brevity. In summary, the study highlights the critical role of professional development in equipping teachers with the skills necessary for effective technology integration. Here's a more detailed list of suggestions to help you craft a comprehensive and effective conclusion for your research. Begin by reminding the reader of the research problem or questions you aim to address. This helps clarify the focus of your study in relation to your findings. This study aimed to investigate the role of technology integration in enhancing student engagement and academic performance in elementary classrooms. Briefly outline the approach you took to conduct the research, including the methods used. This provides context for your findings. Using a mixed methods approach, the study employed both quantitative surveys and qualitative interviews to gather data from teachers and students. Summarize the key results from your study. Focus on the findings that directly address the research questions or hypotheses. The study revealed that the integration of educational technology significantly increased student participation and improved test scores, particularly in science subjects. Go beyond simply reporting findings, interpret what they mean in the broader context of your field. These results suggest that technology not only facilitates more interactive learning environments but also enhances student motivation, which in turn contributes to improved academic outcomes. Reflect on how your findings relate to existing theories or practical applications in the field. The findings support the constructivist learning theory, emphasizing that hands-on, interactive tools improve learning engagement. Practically, schools should consider integrating more technology into their classrooms to enhance both teaching and learning experiences. It's important to acknowledge any limitations or shortcomings in your research. This adds credibility to your conclusions. One limitation of this study was the relatively small sample size, which may not fully represent the diverse classroom settings in different regions. Point out potential areas where further research is needed, or areas where your study might be expanded or improved upon. Future research could explore the long-term effects of technology integration on academic performance and investigate how it affects different subjects or grade levels. Offer recommendations based on your findings that can help educators, policymakers, or other stakeholders make informed decisions. It is recommended that teachers be trained on how to use technology effectively in the classroom to maximize its impact on student engagement. Reflect on how your findings might affect the broader educational system, society, or other fields of study. The results highlight the potential for educational technology to address achievement gaps, especially in underfunded schools that may lack traditional learning resources. End your conclusion with a concise, powerful statement that emphasizes the significance of your study or calls attention to a larger issue. In conclusion, this research underscores the transformative potential of technology in education, providing insights that can guide future innovations aimed at improving student outcomes. Additional suggestions: be specific, avoid general statements. Be specific about what your findings mean, how they relate to existing literature, and their practical applications. Be concise. While it's important to cover all key aspects, avoid over-explaining or introducing new concepts that were not addressed in the study. Link back to the introduction. Tie your conclusion back to the initial problem or gap in the literature that you identified at the beginning of your study, showing how your research addresses it. By following these steps, you can write a strong, comprehensive conclusion that clearly summarizes your research and provides meaningful insights for future studies and practical applications. Would you like to try drafting a conclusion based on your specific research, or need further guidance? Writing a recommendation for research can be a game changer for a candidate. First, be specific, highlight their unique skills and contributions. Second, use concrete examples, anecdotes resonate more than vague praise. Third, tailor your recommendation to the position or program, show how they fit perfectly. Fourth, focus on their research abilities, detail their methodologies and outcomes. Fifth, emphasize their teamwork, collaboration is key in research. Sixth, mention their resilience, research often involves setbacks. Seventh, discuss their passion, enthusiasm can be contagious. Eighth, keep it concise, clarity is crucial. Ninth, proofread for grammar and clarity, a polished recommendation reflects well on both you and the candidate. Lastly, be honest, authenticity builds trust. Following these suggestions can make your recommendation stand out and truly support the candidate's journey.